Damn. Look at you two drinking. I want to drink at the same time.
Okay, here we go. Drink break.
Tessa, what are you drinking?
I had whiskey, but
I'm doing scotch and water out of a coffee cup.
I'm doing a dirty Elmo. It's Mountain Dew Code Red with vodka in it.
Oh, wow. Oh, God.
What? Are you okay?
The life you lead.
Absolutely wild.
How are you? I don't know. Okay, so young.
I'm here for a good time. I'm not here for a long time.
I thought you were a chaotic bisexual, not a vodka ant.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really. But
well, I think the Mountain Dew makes it chaotic and bisexual.
Yeah, the Mountain Dew is very chaotic. I don't know what else really would work with a Mountain Dew other than vodka.
Tequila.
Tequila, probably.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
probably. That's called a white trash margarita.
Probably not for Code Red. I would do it with the Taco Bell one, the Baja Blast.
Baja Blast.
Can I get real vulnerable for a hot sec?
Please.
Not real vulnerable.
Just music? Do you want me to cut the music, or do you want me to?
Yes, cut it so we can use this.
Oh God, you're right. Oh my God, we can't use it. We can't use any of that.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck. No, it's on its own audio track, so I can take it out.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness. Okay.
I'm gonna keep that freak out in.
Shit. Okay.
Please.
So I have made a weird little song that's 15 seconds long. It's not a full song. It's just a weird little thing, but I'm like, I don't ever share these things with people. Can I play it for you?
Yes, please.
Yes, you can. Let me take this one.
It's very weird.
I'll take this one out so you can share. Sharing is available, so you do it.
Am I the worst?
In your own time, Tessa. No, please. I'm very excited.
Okay, I'm gonna just share a sound and press play on it.
Yeah, do it.
Wait. Oh no, you're seeing my whole screen, aren't you?
Oh no! It's edited? Oh.
No. Oh shit.
They'll never let me back in.
Yeah, how do I do this without sharing the screen at all?
You should be able to pick the specific program, or are you playing it from a separate program? Never mind. You know what you're doing.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, she's not me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mansplain this to Tessa.
No, I mean I should know what the fuck I'm about. Okay, so I think it'll play this way. Anyway.
Do it. Come on.
What's the worst that can happen?
Hey kids, quick editor's note from me. So at this point, Tessa played the piece of music for us. For the sake of privacy, I'm not gonna include it here in the episode, but I'm gonna cut right to me and Cameron sharing some thoughts, because we end up having a fun discussion. Enjoy.
I think bits must have come unglued from where they're supposed to be.
Counterpoint, though.
Together.
Yeah, that sounded really cool.
I loved it.
What we
did here was very, very cool.
It was so cool. Okay. It was Celtic and ethereal, and there were counterpuntal elements.
I was on the moors on a misty morning.
The songs of your people are obviously in your soul.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
It was a ghost on the moors.
A Victorian ghost.
A Victorian.
Oh,
yeah,
I
very
did see the Wuthering Heights musical, so that's what that is.
Oh, I love it. That's really cool.
It's so cool.
Thanks.
Please.
That's why I was late, because I was like, I have to make this thing. Do I have ADHD?
Yeah. Yes, you do. I'm not a diagnostician, and I'm not a therapist, so I cannot diagnose you, but that sounds like ADHD. As a person who has it, that's the only experience I could tell you from. Okay. But that's hyperfixation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you don't you don't have to talk about it, you don't have to elaborate, but is it just a little like sort of earworm that came to you that you wanted to put down, or is it a bigger thing, or is it, could it be part of a larger thing?
This is the thing. I get earworms 10 times a day. of little made up little melody songs.
Please call your medical
that are
professional.
5 seconds long.
You've got the gift of music.
Every so often I'll like record, I'll be like, oh, this is kind of cool. Let me put this on my phone. And here I am sitting on, what is this? Note number 240 fucking 8 or whatever. Voice note 250,000. And I never do a single goddamn thing with them. And it makes me mad. Voice memos. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
that's so many. I love it.
Them.
Well, I love it.
Tessa, you are doing literally the same thing I am. I'm up to 818, but like that's literally what I do.
Yeah, but you know music, and that's the thing that I didn't have any way to like. I mean, I guess, but I can't play. I guess I could buy a French horn and play it under some me like.
I mean, here's the thing. My skills
hit me with it.
Are very rare and like usually not in the same person. The only reason I've done this is because I'm poor
know
and
you're a
can't
gene.
afford...
Yes.
No, that's
not
what it is. I'm desperate.
Brag.
The point is most of the people do not do what I do.
Most of you plebs.
I do know that. That's why it's like very nerve-wracking.
No, what I mean is like everyone else in the world, they hum something and then they hire somebody else to harmonize it and write it down and do all of that crap. They don't do it. That's like true. I do, because that's it's stupid and it's a waste of time. No, like even most Broadway composers do not do the full notation. Some do,
real?
But like most don't. For real.
You do all the notation.
Most of them are hummers.
You're a Sondheim of the world.
No, I mean, maybe someday. Not now, though.
You are.
Nobody knows who I am. Which is a Frank Wildhorn lyric, by the way. But the point is do not let perceived limitations limit your creativity. Ever.
Okay, I'm gonna keep making little bits and weird stuff.
Please do.
Bits. What if I released an album of 100 15-second bits?
That'd be cool.
It would actually.
Again, as somebody who suffers from ADHD, that sounds like a great album to me. I can't invest in a 2-minute. I can't invest in a 2-minute, 4-minute long song. But if you want to give me a bunch of 15-second clips, hell yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do it.
And like seriously, if you want to notate them eventually, send them to me. It's literally what I do.
Really?
Yes. Collabs.
It is also okay if they just exist as those things as well.
Absolutely.
I think Cameron and I think we were talking about it on the Sondheim on the mini-sode. It's like you should also just be able to create for creation's sake. You don't have to do it for anything or towards any goal. It can just be to have it exist somewhere other than your own head.
Yep.
Yeah,
100%.
That's good.
I literally just had this conversation with a student today, an hour before this.
Wow.
Well, and no, I mean, apparently I'm a braggart today.
Yeah. So much showboat and Willie over here.
So, he was just I'm sorry. So fucking sorry. Anywho.
Vodka's very painful up your nose, by the way.
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.
It's okay. I'll never forgive you.
But he has been taking voice for 3 years, and he's just always wanted to like work towards something. And he did his first musical, and unfortunately, it wasn't a good experience. So he's like, "How can I justify these voice lessons to myself now?" And I was like, "You can justify them because they make you happy, because it's something that you like to do. You don't have to look at everything through capitalism's evil eye. You don't have to make money at this. Even if you never perform publicly again, as long as you enjoy these sessions, it is worth the money."
Spoken like a man who gets paid. No, I'm just kidding. But it's true. It's very true.
Like, I mean, I'm going to keep writing everything that I do because it brings me joy sometimes. Most of the time, it's incredibly painful and awful, but sometimes.
Oh, that's good. I like it.
Thanks, Jens. Thanks for indulging me.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Welcome to Omni Bilateral Panic, where it's okay to be gay, it's freer to be queerer, and it's fly to be bi. I wanted to say it's soaring to go whoring, but I don't yet know how to word that so it's inclusive of our ace friends and foes. So you can go whoring on whatever you want. And speaking of whores, my co-hosts joining me for another week, Cameron Faring.
Hi, everybody.
And Tessa Flannery.
Hello.
And I always prepared. And I am David Armstrong, welcoming you for another week. It has been. It feels like it. It feels like it's. We're comfortably transitioning into that time where it's like, daylight savings is still a thing. So it's so dark at so early.
So early.
It's very cold here.
It really is.
It's very cold here too.
And I feel like everybody's slowly checking out doing the holidays, DAZE, where, we just sort of exist until the new year.
Mm-hmm. I wish that I was able to have feelings of not being judged for wanting to be celebrating Crimbo already. But I feel like people judge
Who cares?
Till Thanksgiving.
Sure.
I mean, you say, who the fuck are you to take my joy, bitch?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Motherfuck you.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you...
Professor Faring.
Peabody, Mr. Peabody, I have a question.
Quiet, you.
Is that what Mr. Peabody does?
Sometimes.
Fucking kid. Do you all prefer the Greek designations of the pantheon or their Roman equivalents?
Ooh. I think I prefer Greek, but I'm easy.
Hey-o. There's that wasp laugh.
It works so beautifully in certain situations.
It's hard to choose.
Oh, who's that?
I think I also prefer the Greeks. I'm being a wasp also, but a man wasp. But
Sure.
yeah, I think Greek is like the baseline for me, and the Romans are like rip-offs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they are.
I do think the Romans.
We all know that they're
I do think they have pretty cool names in the Roman
They do.
designation. So it's
true.
It's a little less clear cut for me.
I mean, I understand and appreciate both, and I think the Romans found really interesting ways to appropriate the stories but make them their own, which is kind of what they were good at in general. Is this is mine
Very
now.
good point.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jupiter is so much cooler than
Jupiter's.
Zeus.
I think Jupiter's better than Zeus. I think Saturn is better than Kronos.
Yeah,
although Kronos is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know.
real question is, how do you feel about Uranus?
Hey-o. Uranus. I think is the original spelling or whatever. Yeah, Poseidon. Poseidon, that is cooler. That is cooler. Oh, that's Neptune. Never mind. What is Uranus? What is that? Is that Greek?
The same in both? No.
He's in both. He's the father.
Uranus.
He's Kronos' father.
The daddy's daddy.
Oh, Kronos' father. Father Time.
What was the Greek name for Uranus?
Uranus is the Greek god of the sky.
Ah, see.
You were right. They're the same.
And in Roman, he was Caelus.
Oh,
Caelus.
Yeah, Caelus, which I guess is where we get that from.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so much of Star Trek lore is stolen from Roman mythology. Romulus and Remus. I'm just saying. The Vulcans.
Of course.
Kronos is the Klingon home planet, and Caelus is their savior. So
Oh, well, there
like
you
the
go.
founder of their religion. So I'm just saying, you know, that's also why we need to do that Sweeney Todd revival, you know, because playing evil is so fun.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be Pirelli. I'll be Pirelli in that one.
Yep. And Tessa and I will switch off Sweeney and Mrs. Lovett.
Yes, perfect. Okay, that's fine. I did play Pirelli once.
Yeah, you told us. That's insane.
Yeah, not to brag.
You should. That's a
you
hard
should.
role.
Yeah, you should absolutely.
Bragging.
Actually, you know what? It should be what I would like to do. What I've always wanted to do with something, and maybe this is the correct production to do it. I just want a puppet that is never explained in the show. So I will play Pirelli, but I'm also going to play Toby. But Toby is a puppet.
No, I really like that. I think that makes a lot of sense to have Toby not be a human.
What would be even better is if Toby lived on Tessa's or my hand, depending on who was being Mrs. Lovett, but you still followed it around and voiced it.
Yes, for sure.
Oh,
for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
Theater, baby.
Oh, you've suddenly made it very dramaturgically sound. I had no intention of doing so. I just wanted an unexplained puppet to be in the show. And that's my improv group. Hi, we're Unexplained Puppet.
That's perfection.
But that we could stage it with just the three of us now, couldn't we?
We
the
could,
whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, you would have to. I don't know what else you like Sweeney and Lovett could play necessarily, but I'm sure there's a way to rotate.
Well, but like times.
Well, I mean, like during the first confrontation, Pretty Women, like you could play the
it would be insane.
Judge.
Yes, you could play the judge.
I have a great voice for the judge.
You do.
He's a bass. Yeah. Bass.
I also, but there is also a level of insanity I would enjoy. Maybe not so much with me doing it, but if you two play Sweeney and Lovett, and then I just play everybody else.
Yes.
It's like
okay, now
insane.
we're onto it. Now we're onto it. We could use more puppets. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to only be Toby that's a puppet.
That's true.
Call up someone in Joe's pub. Let's make this happen.
Yeah. Done.
All the parts as puppets.
All the parts as puppets and one guy.
Below.
Yeah.
Yep.
54 Below, I think, would buy it. They would be into it.
Oh, 54 Below is on the phone with us right now.
It'd be a midnight show, but I'm in.
Yeah, they're calling me about it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, we heard a great idea from the rafters.
From this podcast that we love.
Oh, we love it.
Yeah, they probably listen.
Caveat loves us. They'll put on that show.
Oh,
I mean, we could honestly do OBP live at some point and then do a segment like that. I'm just thinking of our futures when we're inevitably rich and famous.
It's inevitable at this point.
It is. I mean, have you seen a greater group of humans gathered together? I haven't.
Nope. We're on the trajectory.
Hey.
And I watched Mel Brooks and fucking what's his face last night?
Carl Reiner?
No. Carl Reiner was in the audience, but this was the famous interviewer. What is his name?
Oh,
from the 60s.
David Frost?
No.
David Frost?
Nope.
What's his face? Johnny Carson?
No.
Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan. Nope.
Famous interviewer from the 60s, you say?
And 70s.
Frost Nixon. David Frost. Yeah, I think I'm right.
Nope, you're not.
You said David Frost, you silly bean.
Charlie Rose.
Charlie Rose.
Peter Sellers, the biography guy.
So close. You're watching biography. No, it is not.
Not the acting man who touches the card and it flies away from him. Not him.
James Lipton.
Dick Cavett.
Dick Cavett. Do you know I met Dick Cavett once?
Did you really?
He was coming to a show at St. Anne's, and he said,
shit.
I'm Dick Cavett, and I was like, wow, cool.
Hi, I'm Dick Cavett. Yeah, no, I watched Mel Brooks and Dick Cavett together again last night on HBO because I was impossibly high, and it seemed like a good idea.
Was
didn't
it?
Realize,
It
didn't
was.
realize Dick Cavett was still alive.
He actually looks great.
Yeah.
He's aged remarkably
Yeah, that's
well.
the thing. He looks really good. I was like, I don't think that could be true. And then I Googled and I was like, 100%. That's him.
On this story, on this special, they were talking about how Mel Brooks always wanted to meet Fred Astaire, and Dick Cavett told the story about how he was hanging out with Fred Astaire and told him for the first time what Katharine Hepburn had said about he and Ginger Rogers.
Oh no!
Which was shady. And then apparently, when he was just in public, like he said out loud, "Katharine Hepburn doesn't know a fucking thing." She was just very shady to the two of them. But it made me think of you, Tessa.
I'm so glad to hear that there were so many feuds.
But yeah, would highly recommend.
Okay.
I like that Katharine Hepburn and Fred Astaire, like the two people I hold in highest regard to be the least like problematic in that era, had a problem with each other. Just for no reason. They're like, well, I must have a beef with someone.
She said something like Ginger Rogers gave him sex appeal and he gave her class. And so,
Wow.
I mean, thus implying that neither of them had that without the other. Sure.
Yeah.
I love Fred Astaire and I love Ginger Rogers. I don't find Katharine Hepburn's assessment to be completely wrong.
One thing about Katie is she always shot straight.
Yeah, that's the thing. She was literally right.
She's not. She's not wrong. There's something very non-sexual to Fred Astaire's dancing.
It's true. It's true.
And it's technically incredible and beautiful and like mind-blowing as far as what the human body is capable of, but it's not sexy.
No.
Gene Kelly was sexy, but
Gene Kelly's sexy, like athletic and everything, but he's a terrible person. So
and he also lacked a lot of technique. There was some weirdness there,
Gene Kelly?
Yeah.
Lacking technique, I never
Fred
knew.
Astaire is a better tap dancer by far.
By miles.
Sure, but Gene Kelly's got something sexy in his hips.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is he was dreamy. He was an asshole, but he was dreamy.
Yeah.
Was he an asshole? That makes me sad.
Yeah. Such an asshole.
He was from
Pittsburgh. so mean to Debbie Reynolds.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And wasn't she like crying under a piano, and Fred Astaire was the one who was like, brush yourself off, honey. Let's go through the steps. Let's figure it out.
I love the idea that Fred Astaire just hangs out like a guardian angel.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Hey, what are you doing under
no one better.
What are you doing under my piano?
Hey, we've got this room. We've got this room
because
I'm rehearsing. Come see the thing that I never let anyone see, kiddo. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
There's like these videos of Fred dancing, and they will like side by side compare the takes, and he's so technically perfect that he's in the same position every time, and
that is wild.
And they had to you see one cut in Royal Wedding, the famous dance when he's dancing on the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
And when he gets up onto the wall, he does like a single pirouette into like a crouch, and you can see that it cuts. It's two different takes. But because he's so good, timing wise, placement wise, all of these things, he's just in a perfect position. So it just looks like the film like flares for a moment. But like these film historians are talking about it, and it's like, no, that's two different takes.
That's crazy.
And he was just so endlessly inventive with his choreography. And I mean, it's remarkable. True. Still, it's so inspiring. It's just
he's still out there making
he's still waiting. He's still saving people under pianos.
I hope so. Do you know what one of my favorite movies of all time is? Tap.
What?
Tap is so good.
Wait, I haven't seen this movie.
Gregory Hines?
Oh, it's just
I want to say
it's literally every
97?
Tap legend. Yeah, and
it's
literally
1989.
Oh, 89? Jesus Christ.
It's literally every
Gregory
great
Hines,
Tap legend.
Davis.
who became known.
Little Savion Glover's in it.
Wow.
Yeah, for doing amazing things.
Yeah, Bojangles Robinson is in it. One of the Nicholas brothers is in it.
Yep.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cabooses. I gotta watch this movie.
Sandman's in it. Yeah,
it's
really good.
4.9 out of 5 stars.
Yep, as it should. Anyone who disagrees with that should probably be punched in the face.
Speaking of another, like in the vein of Gene Kelly, like Gregory Hines is so charismatic and wonderful. I think he also lacks technique, because then you watch him. There's like the show, or there was a live performance. It was a tribute to Sammy Davis, and then you watch Sammy Davis dance, and you're like, good fucking lord.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's not that it was just a very different style. Like I mean, I will agree that his technique is not as good as Sammy's. Sammy's was just stupid.
Yeah.
Everything that he did was stupid. There's a reason we all marry Sammy Davis Jr. without fail.
For sure. Always marry.
But yeah, I mean, he was still a remarkable dancer.
Of course.
Of course. One of my favorite things is he and Baryshnikov in that famous outtake.
Yeah, White Nights.
Yep, White Nights. Because he could dance. It's just when he was improvising, it was all about sound. It was he was a musician first over a dancer.
White Nights has the best sequence, not for Gregory Hines, but for Baryshnikov.
Yes,
when he does 11 pirouettes.
He does,
and it's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
It's
11 pirouettes.
Yeah.
Well, and it looks like he flies. I don't understand.
It looks like he only does 5. Like, it's so fast. But then you watch it and you count it, and it's 11. It's a beautiful 11, and
it's 11.
And it's in I think he's in socks. I don't even think he's in proper shoes for turning. And it's just goddamn, Mikhail Baryshnikov.
How about we play a game of Would You Rather?
Hey, OBP listeners. We've said some stupid shit on this show. And if it made you laugh, why not wear our words on your body? We've got shirts, we've got hoodies, heck, we even have shoes. Want to hold liquids? We got mugs. If you love the show, if we've given you even a moment of solace in this ever-devolving nightmare of godforsaken cruelty we call life, buy a shirt and wear it around. Feel virtuous. Feel elegant. Feel something, for Christ's sake. Visit omnibilateralpanic.com/shop today and get your paws on some merch.
Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
150 years.
Why? I mean, I'm the same, but why?
I think that's far. It's far enough out that I wouldn't be invested in any of it. I could look at it and be like, oh, that's interesting, but it wouldn't stress me out or make me question what I'm doing in the present moment that might lead to that. Do you know what I mean? 10 minutes in the future, I would be absolutely paralyzed with all fear of everything for the rest of my life.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking 150 years out, you could maybe have time to avert the cataclysm I'm assuming is coming.
Sure, maybe, but if you can only see 150 years into the future, you have to piece together everything preceding that.
Good point. I just assumed it'd be you see 150 years in the future one time, and it's Earth's a desert because we destroyed it with climate change. And then you wake up from your vision and you're like, shit, I gotta tell people.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay.
You gotta do something about this climate.
Got it.
I mean, the thing is would you tell people? That's the premise of this show. Would you tell people? Or would you try and enact it without letting people know in case you were compromising the timeline? No, fuck it.
Oh, shit.
I think, especially in the hypothetical that Tessa's presenting, if it just happens to me once and then that's it, I would be like, well, sucks.
Like, it would be much more interesting if it was every time you were near someone. Like,
yeah, or something like, yeah. Or like it happened constantly or something. I don't know what I would want, but if it just happened once, I think I would be like, oh, that sucks, and let it go.
Whereas the show that I'm envisioning is called Future Saver, and you have to, whenever you're around someone, you get a sense of 150 years in the future, and you have to ensure that it happens. Because you have to fill in 50 minutes of television. You know.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, okay.
10 minutes into the future just sounds like my anxiety.
Same.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking. I was like, for me personally,
no way.
Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or a coma for a decade?
Boy,
it's like being in jail
in your mind.
I think it would depend on what I was in jail for. If it was a heroic, noble crime, then absolutely. Like if I got arrested at a Black Lives Matter protest, 100%. I would much rather spend 5 years in jail. But if I was falsely accused of something horrifying, then I would rather be in a coma.
I think it would also depend on the jail, but I think in general, I think I would pick jail.
Also, yeah, I guess I'd always choose, and because then you would also like you would have your prison job of like whatever it is, making underwear or buttons.
Yeah, and your prison side hustle where you like trade cigarettes or whatever.
Exactly, but those 2 jobs are the only jobs you have to have. You don't have to have 5 jobs to survive.
Right.
So you have time to enrich yourself, read, catch up on the latest books, magazines, walk in the fresh outside air because it's probably outside of the city, maybe. Fingers crossed.
You're probably not going to. Well, this is a scathing. I mean, obviously, this is a scathing indictment of the prisons. Like, fuck prisons, but also,
absolutely
like,
fuck prisons.
You're like,
especially the private ones.
If it was just like, oh, if it was just like, I'm not being arrested. It's just I have to spend 5 years in prison. I feel like you'd basically be in the situation that Tessa's describing, which is like you kind of get to just be by yourself and like, you know.
I guess the other thing about prison though is like the other people who are there might be mean.
They might be mean, but I also like.
They also might think you're sexy.
But all the stories of a coma are like, every story I hear is like, I was awake the whole time. I heard every conversation that people had in the same room with me.
No.
I heard all of these things. So it's like, I don't want that. I don't want to be able to hear all of those things and do nothing.
But then again, a decade of rest does sound kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what do you need a nap or do you need a small amount of stimulation for 5 years?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd.
I think I'm still prison.
I think I'd still take prison.
Yeah.
Just
I think
awful.
So.
I feel very privileged saying I will take prison in this situation.
Ditto. What
Good
does that say about the world?
Yeah.
I
want one of those. I want one of those cool prisons from like Denmark. That's like you just are like in a schoolyard or whatever.
And there's a giant library. I mean, if there's a giant library, I'm in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel like Belle.
Ooh, is going to Prince Adam's castle an option for prison? I'll go there for 5 years. I'll go there for 5 years. Just got to stay out of the West Wing. It's the only rule.
Yep. But
can't
your curiosity
leave,
would get to you.
Wing. Nah, I'm good. I'm not that curious.
No, honestly, I would see that West Wing and be like, oh, it looks a little spooky. I'm staying.
I would love to see a gay reboot of Beauty and the Beast, honestly. I find this question fascinating because I am obviously one of them. So my answer is obvious. But as far as you two are concerned, would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed?
I feel like I already am usually chronically underdressed, so I will remain as I always have been.
Great. And I'm chronically overdressed.
This is such a hard one for me. I'm dressed right in the middle of you two.
That's why this podcast works, baby.
It's so hard because if you're overdressed for everything, like you look hot nonstop.
Right.
But if you're underdressed for everything, you're comfortable nonstop.
You will look hot, but also sometimes you will be hot.
Yeah.
And I can't stand that.
I can't either. I've gotten very used to breathable things.
Nope.
You have fancy shorts too. We've seen them.
Yeah. It's also
Suit
like
shorts.
It's also a texture thing for me eventually. So I couldn't do it. I want as little clothing on me as possible.
I mean, do I prefer nudity? Absolutely. But in the meantime,
right.
if I have to clothe myself, I might as well make it a fun process for me.
Right.
I make things match.
Yeah, and the option is not you have to be going places, you have to live your normal life in that situation. So what is going to get you less in trouble? Overdressing is the safer route.
I mean, the thing is
go
they're
under.
both.
I decided
They're both.
And then we're going to go to prison, Tessa.
They are both rooted in shame. So who gives a fuck?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, motherfuck you, clothing people.
Yeah. I mean, like, I dress this way because it makes me happy. And I hope you two dress that way because it makes you happy.
No, nothing makes me.
Cutting off the mic in the middle of that is very funny. Oh, nothing makes me happy. It would also be interesting to like not that we have to do this, but like I was imagining what is the criteria of how underdressed am I for certain situations, and is it like proportional? So it's like if I'm going to a wedding and I should be in like a suit, am I underdressed to like khakis and like
jeans?
A t-shirt? Yeah, jeans. Am I in jeans?
Or are you in sweatpants?
Yeah, or am I in sweatpants? Like, because there's a degree of that where I would be like, well, it's not perfect, but like maybe I could wear like black jeans or something. I don't know. But like if I have to just always be in my sweatpants, what if it's my sweatpants and then I am allowed to throw on a blazer? So I just have a blazer, t-shirt.
That's called Zoom chic, actually.
I was gonna say
sweatpants, blazer.
Blazer. That's got to be what everyone walks around wearing in San Francisco. The computer people.
Yeah. Right.
And I love a beautifully done blazer because they are comfortable. They breathe really well. They feel nice on your skin. I'm just saying.
What is the word for that area, that place?
Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Silicon Valley.
You too. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
Oh God.
I feel like I'm already losing my memories.
Both of those stress me out.
And your sight.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess sight. Take it away. I mean, it's really hard to do audio work without your sight, which is surprising because I was like thinking about how visual it is.
It's a pretty visual thing.
Like I would not be able to do pretty much any of my jobs I currently have without my vision.
I actually, that is interesting. It's very visually reliable. I am kind of burdened with too good of a memory. So I actually wouldn't mind forgetting more.
Letting some stuff go.
Yeah, I think I
might switch and go with memory too, because now that I realize I can't really work at my current jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that capitalism. No.
I'm sorry. I know. It's so sad, isn't it?
I would rather lose my sight than my memories. For me, the memories are everything. That's why I keep all the things that I do, because they're directly linked to ethereal and concrete memories. And I treasure them. They're what gives my life meaning. So I would much rather give up sight.
If you keep things though, if you have keepsakes and memorabilia of things,
then you're going to memories.
Then you'll remember them. I don't think the question implies that you lose your emotional investment in them. So like if you were to like look at old things and you would be like, yes, I did this show. you would I think the implication would be that you could look at it and be like, "Oh yeah," and then I think you immediately forget it again.
See, for me, this question is like looking and not having any recollection of doing the thing.
Oh. But wouldn't that be nice? You wouldn't be burdened by what you've done in the past.
No, because I have therapy and it's helped a great deal as far as not being obsessed with what I've done in the past.
Oh, I would love to reverse.
More bragging.
I would love to forget some therapy, quite frankly. There's like some shitty ass therapy that I would love to like not put behind me. That's pretty good.
A slight change of topic. Would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella or a pool full of maple syrup?
I'm gonna drown in both these scenarios.
Yeah, I don't know how to swim. Where's the gold coins option, like Scrooge McDuck?
I'll tell you what, I'm definitely gonna get a yeast infection. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now.
I mean, we might too, honestly.
Honestly.
Yeah, Nutella doesn't belong in my nuts.
Keep that Nutella away from my nuts.
Keep that in. I don't want that to be a shirt, but it could be a shirt.
Point of contention, is it Nutella or Nutella?
I say Nutella because it's nuts.
Oh no, I say Nutella as well, but I might be wrong.
I mean, I don't care. The thing is, I say newt because it's not, because it's based on, there's an umlaut. It's a different language. But then my sister always gives me shit because she's like, would you like some of these hazelnuts? How about these peanuts? And I'm like, I don't care.
This is why
there's an umlaut.
That is why I love your sister.
Yep, she's the best. She's like, could you pass me some of those hazelnuts? And I'm like, you fucking betcha.
Yeah. Haselnuts. Yeah, I don't know. I just say Nutella. Is it on the jar with an umlaut? I don't remember it having an umlaut on the jar. All I remember is how fucking delicious it is.
It is delicious. I might be
the Mandela effect.
Mandela's. I'm not seeing it, boss.
I don't see it. I don't see an umlaut.
See?
I was right.
Well, I'm going to Nutella until the rest of my life, until I'm dead. So.
Wait, no.
Oh no, were you looking at Photoshopped?
Oh no.
Yeah, this was Photoshopped, buddy.
I'm sorry. My Google search was Nutella Photoshopped.
I mean, don't you mean booty? Anyway, while we are Googling, what's the answer? Nutella or maple syrup?
As a Canadian, I'd have to go with maple syrup.
I'm going to choose maple syrup too. If I slip and I go under, I'm not getting myself out of the Nutella. Right. I could maybe scramble around in the maple syrup enough to get myself above.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's a pool, so I'm imagining that there is both a shallow end and a deep end. You were just required to swim in it. You were not required to swim in either end. You're not required to dive. That's a very different answer.
They're sticky, but they're slippery materials, both of them.
Yeah.
So even if I'm just like up in the 3-foot section of the not deep end,
I imagine that Nutella...
my feet go out from under me. I'm going down. Nutella is closing in around me.
Yeah, I imagine that Nutella. I'm with you, Tessa. I imagine that Nutella is like quicksand, or at least quicksand as they taught us when we were kids. And then
the 90s quicksand, yes.
Yeah, exactly. And then maple syrup. Maple syrup, I think, acts more like the non-Newtonian liquid, where if I can scramble up fast enough and then run across like a Jesus lizard, I'll be okay.
And finally, would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power?
Ooh.
Oh, shit. I feel like I already have universal respect, so I'm going to go ahead and take unlimited power.
Brag night here.
I know, it's brag night.
It's a total brag. It's RuPaul's brag race here on Omni Bilateral Panic tonight. Lord.
Lord have mercy.
I love it. No, I truly love it. That's interesting.
You two doing?
That's interesting.
What are you gonna choose?
Oh God. I think I would choose. Oh man. I have to give into I guess what I think is my evil tendency, which is I don't think universal respect gets me anything. But unlimited power I could do a lot with, a lot of which I would do benevolent things and hopefully in that way gain some respect from the people I care about.
Nah, I'm gonna do bad stuff.
I will also do some bad stuff.
It depends on the day, honestly. Today I am unlimited universal respect, but some days I'm unlimited power for sure.
Yeah. I get that. I get that from you. I can tell.
It's because I'm a super villain secretly. How about fuck matrimony, kibosh?
Yes.
For our first selection, Kerry Washington, Maggie Q, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. I've loved Maggie Q forever.
Could you repeat the question?
Kerry Washington, Maggie Q, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay, I'm going to fuck Kerry Washington.
Yeah, you are.
It's very beautiful. And yeah, that's what I decided. And then I'm going to marry Julia Louis-Dreyfus because one, I think she's got a lot of money. She's older than me, and she's so funny. We'll just be laughing all the time.
That is,
until she
good.
dies, and I inherit her wealth. And then
that Veep money,
beautiful.
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Heck yeah. And that's one of my motivations. Yeah. And then that means, unfortunately, Maggie Q. I have to kill. Hard, but
that's tough.
Gotta look out for me.
Yeah, gotta look out for me. Incredible. Oh God. I marry Maggie Q.
Ooh.
I fuck Kerry Washington. And I kill Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I love Julia Louis-Dreyfus, but yeah.
Did you say you're marrying Kerry Washington or fucking Kerry Washington?
I fuck Kerry Washington.
We're all different, y'all. I am marrying Kerry Washington, fucking Maggie Q, and killing your wife, Tessa. I'm sorry.
How dare you? Everyone's killing my wife.
She's so rich.
I mean, I'll get her money.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. She's
For number two.
Gotta marry Nikita. I gotta marry Nikita.
She's the best. Number two, from the mask presenting Diego Luna.
Oh no.
Bradley Cooper and Mark Ruffalo. Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, this is actually easy. I will marry Diego Luna. I will fuck Mark Ruffalo. I will kill Bradley Cooper.
I'm the same.
No disrespect to Bradley Cooper, but that actually made that a little
Bradley
easy.
Cooper. I'm also killing him. But I'm gonna fuck Diego Luna, and I'm gonna marry our sweet.
I considered that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, Bradley Cooper just seems a little shallow in this situation.
He loves Lady Gaga.
He does love Lady Gaga.
I don't want to come in between Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
Are they really? Do they really love each other? Does he?
No, not really.
No.
Okay, don't trick me.
So the real question is, for our third round, should we do mask or femme?
What? ¿Por qué los dos?
No. Combine them. No, I don't know. I don't know how you would do that. We gotta do FMK plus. So fuck, marry, kill, haunt. What was the other option?
It was haunt and oh shit. We have to listen back.
There were other options.
Oh shit, haunt and be haunted by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, haunt and be haunted by, and then like how about one date, no sex.
One date, no sex.
What? Oh
wow.
God.
Okay, this is gonna be so hard. Okay, so if we're serious, I have a selection of 6. Are we ready?
Yeah.
We have our non-trad, incredibly sexy grown-up Harry Potter boys as the actors: Tom Felton, Matthew Lewis, and Alfred Enoch. Oh. And then we have Gina Rodriguez, Rashida Jones, and Kat Dennings.
Oh God. Okay.
FMK Plus.
Wait, Rashida Jones.
So
Kat
Matthew
Dennings
Lewis.
Okay.
Tom Felton, Matthew Lewis,
Draco
Alfred
Malfoy.
Enoch.
So it's Draco Malfoy, Neville Longbottom, and Dean Thomas.
Yes, Dean Thomas.
Also from How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh,
yes.
And then it's
who are the women?
And then it's Rashida Jones. It's Karen from The Office, but I can't remember her name on Anne from Parks and Rec.
Yeah, Anne's in Parks and Rec. Kat Dennings.
Kat Dennings, and
Gina Rodriguez.
Gina Rodriguez. Oh my God. Oh God. Okay. Hey kids, one more edit from me. Right now, all 3 of us started to sit down and distribute where these 6 people were going to go for this FMK Plus. Commence a few minutes of just almost silence, occasional laughing. I'm going to cut all that out for expediency's sake and just cut right to our results. Enjoy. I'm unfortunately going to kill Matthew Lewis.
Fair.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so
immediate.
Sorry. I will fuck Alfred Enoch.
Ooh.
I will. I'm going to haunt Rashida Jones. Because I think Rashida is really connected in the business. So I feel like that would be a fun haunting. Like I'll get to see cool people periodically.
All the time.
I will be haunted by Kat Dennings because I feel like that'll be very entertaining. And then I will go on one date with Tom Felton. I think that'll be an incredible for one date. And then I'm gonna marry Jane the Virgin. I'm gonna marry Gina Rodriguez.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh, we're so similar.
Hit it, Tessa.
Well, okay, so I'm definitely haunting Rashida Jones and being haunted by Kat Dennings because I think it would be so funny.
Yes.
Both would be so funny.
I'm also being haunted by Kat Dennings.
It's funny because I am a little torn because I don't know Gina Rodriguez that much, so I wanted to do the one date. Yeah. But now I'm just fucking and marrying men. You know what I mean? And then I feel bad about that. But I think I'm gonna kill Tom Felton.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah, it happens. One of them has to be killed.
I think I'm gonna marry Alfred Enoch.
Hell yeah.
And fuck Matthew Lewis.
Nice.
So that's.
And then and you are doing the date with Gina?
I'm going on the date with Gina.
I love it. Of the 3, they're 3 very funny ladies, but Gina has my favorite comic timing of the 3. So
I could see myself romantically being interested in her, whereas the other 2, although they're tops, and I think probably I'm really a bottom.
Yeah.
Really, if we were really
sure
break it down that way.
If we break it down by top bottom,
intimidated by them, but I think it'd be so funny, the haunting parts.
Okay, so
Cameron.
Go, Cameron.
I am fucking Matthew Lewis because I just am.
Yeah.
So am I.
I am killing Tom Felton. I feel bad about it, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, don't feel too bad.
I am haunting Gina Rodriguez.
Oh.
I am being haunted by Kat Dennings. I am going on one date with Alfred Enoch, and I am marrying Rashida fucking Jones.
Good for you.
That's the shirt. That's the shirt I want. Is favorite ghost Kat Dennings. Hey, thank you, ghost of the show, Kat Dennings.
Thank you, favorite ghost. We love you.
That's so funny. Oh, it'll never not be funny to me. Ugh. Oh Oh my god. Well, there it is. Oh, look at these ones. Look at all of this.
I know.
Wow.
I know. Look at this list. It's ridiculous. We've done several of these now.
Olivia Munn, though, is a easy kill for me.
Is she?
Yeah.
Why?
Olivia Wilde is an easy kill for me.
Oh yeah, Olivia Wilde. Oh man, yeah, that one's hard because I don't know who to kill in that scenario. Rude. Very rude
man.
Of me. Oh man, well, that's it. Incredible. I love the subscribed expansion of FMK. we're gonna make this a thing. FMK Plus. Welcome to the new spectrum. There's a new alphabet mafia in town, folks. And
join us on Patreon.
Join us on Patreon. This has been Omni Bilateral Pen.
I've been Cameron Faring, and I just wanted to say that everything's fine. We love it here.
I've been Tessa Flannery, and my rosemary plant is dead.
What a villain arc.
Mm-hmm.
This is David Armstrong saying, if the Fast and Furious cast ever went on a vaudeville tour, then Vin Diesel's would be called Vin Diesel and the Vignettes. This has been Omni Bilateral Panic.
Fuck dare you?
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.